I remember it as the first time I remember meeting my wife was at a Greek weekend, which was in the spring quarter when they had a big party and festival. And I remember meeting her later in the event. I think she kind of smiled at me and for some reason tried to get my attention. And when she did, I went over and I think started dancing with her pretty right off the bat.
Yep.
But just started dancing with her and the rest is history, I guess, as you say.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
For sure.
We were Tech football fans before it was cool to be Tech football fans.
We have photos of our kids rolling down the hill in the grass because our tailgate spot was there. Well, now our grandchildren are rolling down that same hill, right? So we're still in that same area. There are so many favorite moments at Tech, but some of the ones that really stand out for me, walking across the drill field. You know, I lived in West Egg and in Main Egg, and that morning walk when it would be so cold that you'd have to turn around and walk backwards to get your breath. And then in the winter, sledding on the golf course with the cafeteria trays, which I probably shouldn't say. We always return them. I went to ring dance and it was just a very different experience, and everything about it, the tradition goes back and the Corps' involvement, and it's just really special. So I always have fond memories of that.
I actually didn't decide to get my ring until I graduated. Once then I realized that's something I'm going to want to have as a memory of Virginia Tech. I do know how important it is to have it and have it as a memory afterwards, especially.
To be appointed to the Board of Visitors, somebody like me, right, was just an incredible honor and one that I, was very humbled, but I took very seriously. So it really meant a lot to me. I had no struggles being the first female director. I mean, it was something that I just thought of myself as the rector. Ladies would often come up just one-on-one and say, "We're proud of you." I did realize when my term was over as rector that then it hit me. It really hit me that day. I was just like, wow, I'm going to be on that wall. Students and especially don't really know exactly what the board does often, and they're dedicated people who are giving of their time. Some people think it's a paid position. It's not. I joked. I said, well, it was a full-time job, and it was a big old job when I was rector, but it was a great one. So
somehow, once you get sucked in, we kind of joke about it, that the university sucks you in, and once they figure out you're willing to work, they're going to ask you can you volunteer for something else? And we both probably have a little trouble saying no when the university asks us to do something and help out on something. So we've just gotten more and more involved. And it is, like I said, it's a great feeling when we get involved and we see positive coming out of it. So many positives are coming out of Virginia Tech right now.
I guess I've been a bit of a cheerleader for the university for a long, long time. When I was a student, even though I'd worked pretty much a full-time job, I did tours of the campus to prospective students on the weekends. And I guess that was giving back already. And that's just in my DNA, I think. I mean, it wasn't something I consciously thought about it. I just said, hey, this would be fun. I get to meet these kids who are thinking of coming to Tech, and so, and then just from that, and then I think because I was here in town working, and when the Gerontology Center started, don't go look up the year, that was a long time ago. But I was really honored to be asked to be their first chair of their advisory committee. And then I've just continued to stay involved. And like Jim said, we both we enjoy giving back. I mean, I think when you have an opportunity like we've had, and that it's important that you give back. And, you know, whether that's time, talent, or treasure, and sometimes all three, but I've always believed that you get more out of things when you devote some time to it.
You're in the middle of a special time. Take it all in and do as much as you can while you're here. Enjoy it all. It's a special place.
Always do your best, but don't be too hard on yourselves. I mean, because I think sometimes we tend to do that, and, you know, give yourself a break and enjoy your time here. Get all you can out of it, because there's lots here. You can get whatever you want, right? Enjoy it, and before you know it, that time will be over, and you'll be the alum, right? So, and if you really enjoy it and you get involved and you do your best, you'll have lots of opportunities in your career moving forward, I think.